Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Dredge. We were planning on going to the DLC at the start of the last episode, but then I ran into a few random NPCs we hadn't met before, which led me to going in other directions. But now I think I am going to head back down here south to check out the DLC as intended. There's probably more things to find, based on the fact we have three more pursuit slots we haven't found, and then catching the rare fish. So there's more to do as part of the base game. At least that's how I'm interpreting that. But I'm gonna keep moving forward rather than just aimlessly wandering and hoping I stumble across those. So I'm guessing this is our icy location for the DLC. Don't actually know what to do here, but I'm hoping it becomes obvious when we arrive. Oh, we've got more of these geysers. Ice. Yeah, and we don't have a means of fishing ice. Not that this seems like ice fishing. Perfect. Metal scrap. We do need that for some of our last upgrades. So I will grab it while I'm here. Perfect. So we found this glacier, but there's no island. Like these, we knew when arriving, we saw the layout of the islands as well as points of where key locations were to dock at. There's got to be a place that I can dock. That looks like a thing over there. But yeah, it's not listed on our map, so I don't have direction of where to go. Yeah, you're still ice. I see something glowy over there. I can't get in. Can I blow this up, actually? Nope. There's nothing to interact with. Okay. So avoid the strange geysers. I don't know if I need more wood, but I'll pick it up while I'm here. That is research parts. I will gladly grab the research parts. Though we don't have a lot of research to do either at this point. That is a lot of research parts it's giving me. Alright, it is nighttime. But there is light over here. It's probably our friendly... No. A friend over here. Please let me dock. Hey, traveling merchant. Down here to investigate the ice field too. It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. By the way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here, but when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Okay. So we can buy... It's not in the fish market. I'm gonna throw all of these things into storage. So probably shipyard then. Don't forget, crab pots and trawl nets both need repairing every now and then. Alright, so these are ice rods. Oh, and they are terribly organized. 3 squares vertically or a 2 by 2? Alright. Sure. Just thinking about what I could do. That's ice and oceanic at 33%. Just ice at 16%. So this is the better rod, and it takes up fewer squares. But I'd have to get rid of basically all of this. I grabbed this. What else could I fit? Let's see. If I grabbed this, it would take up these squares. Now, we don't have room for... I mean, I could grab the flexible fishing pole. That's about it. I think I could pull off the bottomless lines as well if I thought there was a need for Abyssal and Hadal here. Anyway, we're gonna want to be able to fish ice. So let's buy that regardless. Then do I grab the flexible fishing pole just so I can still fish shallow and coastal? Maybe so. Sign of Ruin is a 5% aberration bonus, which is nice. Though part of me thinks maybe I should install this instead. That's probably fine. I have a very full inventory. But we found some metal. So let's go to the floating dock. Go to our storage. Slot all of that in. Because this is really disorganized and messy. But upgrade. We've got 2 more engine spaces. You probably sell an engine for me. And you do. Did I buy another engine at some point? I did not. Okay. That's fine. And then our last upgrade. What do we need for that? We've already got the wood we need. We just need 2 more metal. So all of this wood and metal and cloth is just unnecessary. Alright. Cool. I have 7 research parts. I probably should start using some of them. And that's the thing I think I would want. So I'll research you. And then probably just work towards the final rod, because I might want that at some point. There. That'll free up more space. So let's check out the ice work site. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird. This stuff seems old, like really old. She kicks a large shelf of metal half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come in here, look. You follow her to a small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics, nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets? And the lining of the metal and around the bow. Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using these plans? What's an icebreaker? It's a reinforced structure attached to the front of a ship, the front of ships to help them safely cut a path through ice. With these plans, I could probably make another. She trudges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff Here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere? Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Okay, icebreaker plow half, icebreaker plow half. Oh, we've got bracing as well. So plow halves and bracing. Okay, I will keep an eye out. Let's head in here. So that's probably how we get through these icy areas. Makes sense. And I can now fish up these ice fish. Let's grab a couple, just to fill out the encyclopedia. And make some more money. It's probably good. Don't want to spend too long. We are on the lookout for ice plow parts. You're different. Toothfish. You're also big. And there was only one of you there. Okay, we've already caught some of you. What do we have here? Hello. I don't think we've met. A fisherman, I presume. Please try to keep your engine noise to a minimum. It tends to frighten the wildlife. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any farther in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography? Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal is too picky. Also, you're a photographer. Do you need a camera that I found? I need to catch more fish. Okay, I can't interact with that. I was wondering if I could blow it up. It'd be kind of mean when she's like, hey, don't make too much noise. I just set a bomb. But hey. Got two for my own goals. Got a trophy that I'm going to give to a narwhal. I suppose I can give some of these others. I can sell that one. Maybe I can take back the big fish. Ooh. Astral ice fish. Constellations of light dance through its body, stitching fin to flesh and spine to bone. And the thawed ice fish. Globs of flesh drip from this fish. Its departure from the icy waters causing an instant irreversible reaction. Alright. Let's go back here and chat. Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal is picky. I'm gonna grab that back. Let's see about tossing in some of these others. Ah. I'm going to use the trophy. And we'll keep the aberrant fish. That's perfect. Now, cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence. Shh, I think I hear something under the ice. Okay. That is not a narwhal. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. Did we just set loose some terrible monster? The photographer is hurriedly packing camera equipment into boxes. She seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. It seemed voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be very unpredictable. These ice fields aren't safe with that thing around. You should consider turning back. I'll be out of here as soon as I pack my things away. Well, I need to get back to the dock because I have fish to sell. And also I want to pick up the camera and return here with it. So yeah, let's catch a few more of these. Is that another variant of this same fish? Fractally nice fish. Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. Huh. We are catching all the aberrants, which I guess, I mean, we don't have that high of an aberration bonus, 8%. So I don't know what the deal is. Alright, it is daytime now though, so that's nice. There are lots of fish in this specific spot. I approve. And now they're gone. Alright. We set a maybe narwhal free. Right, I should probably send crab pots out in the area as well. Hadn't really considered. So you're worth 43 at stale. These are worth a good amount. 66 of 41. Ah, that's stale. Okay. And then the fresh trophy is 17. Not bad. Sell all of those. Buy a crab pot. Go to the shipyard. Want to buy another engine. There we go. We've maxed out our little engines. What else? More research parts. More bombs, maybe. We'll just do a quick repair of everything. And then go to my storage. Let's pull out the camera bag. Because surely that goes to the photographer. Yeah. Meanwhile, let's get the crab pots ready to go. It says there's plenty of crabs right here, although it's super deep. But I guess we're not at an island. So everything's going to be super deep. Yeah. Because this is just floating in the middle of the ocean. Sorry about that. I do need the icebreaker resolved. Hey. Isn't that where she was? Yeah. So now we're in narwhal territory. And the photographer's gone. Let's fish here. I hope we don't get attacked by the narwhal. Okay, we've got half of the icebreaker plow. I just heard like a heartbeat and cracking ice. Also, there appears to be a person in that ice there. Certainly other things frozen in ice. A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. Let's check out the ice shard. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating it into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. Place an ear to the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain, the expedition. Shot the ice field. Appeared suddenly through the ice. What happened here? It whispered, promised, stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now cease, forever, futile. The shadow is silent for a time, slumbering, still. Should leave, it sees you, before it whispers. Break the ice. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Do not risk breaking its senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope. Huh. I don't know what that would be. But if we had it... I mean, it looks maybe like an ice pick. If we had it, we'd be able to break the ice. Even though he's telling us very clearly not to. Let's check the frozen cabin. You enter the small cabin. The door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? Let's read 30th of May, 1847. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I've ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. June 1st. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. June 5th. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first, I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Okay, so eastern and western is directions of where there are things to find. And also, we heard a heartbeat as we were approaching here. And that sounds significant. So let's go east, since we happen to be facing that way, and look for... Yes, we do have a glow. Can I get back there? No. I heard a heartbeat again. Is that indicating that the narwhal is nearby and about to wreck my ship? I hope not. So yeah, hopefully that's not part of my... I'm hearing a bunch of noises. Hopefully that's not part of my plow, because we have no means of getting to it without a plow. That's occasional heartbeat. I don't know how loud it is to you guys, because I've game volume a bit low to make sure that my voice carries over it. I'm gonna have to camp here for the night, I think. I'm sure it's fine. Got weird glows back there. So east we do have a glowy thing to pick up. Although I think I should probably just head out. Come back in a bit because my inventory is full. And I'm disappointed that the photographer had left. I would be shocked if that's not the person for the camera, but maybe we need to get them to move on. And now we can find them somewhere else to give them the camera equipment. But the idea that I found a bunch of photography equipment and it doesn't go to the photographer would be weird. Alright, I got more fish for you.
Ah.
Let's put this... I was going to say I can put it in my storage, but I can just put it here. Have her hold on to it for me. Let's put that into storage. Yeah. Let's see what the crab pots found. Got a couple of sea stars. Are they worth much? My guess is no, because they're pretty small. Yeah, $11 each. No problem. Alright, let's head back in and go west this time. See if we can have any better luck at finding the plow parts. Although that's not to say that the plow parts are east and west. Oh, that's the narwhal right over there. That is heading straight for me. No, no, no. They did say that they docked outside along the edges first. I'm hoping it's not following me. I'm definitely hearing noises though. So let's follow around the outside. Whoa. Let's see if there is anything else of note out here. Ooh, advanced fishing. What do you got for me? This is more like it. There were quite a few surprises in this book, and I've certainly learned a thing or two from it. These grip techniques should put less strain on my back. Rods will reel in fish 15% more effectively. Nice. Alright. Got black stone here. Probably just like all the others. Where it typically doesn't show anything, but occasionally it does. And I don't know. I thought it was a nighttime thing, but clearly not. The stone does not respond to your touch. Yeah. Looks like that's blocked off, but there is in fact a glow in there. So if there's another way in, that might be our part. Maybe here? Nope. Oh, and it was also stated that we found a map. Yeah, okay. So, yes. We've been here. That's a glow. We started going this way. I think the narwhal... Maybe we got to here and that's where the narwhal was. But okay. We've got a few other campsites. Maybe. If we can figure out how to get to them. Assuming they don't need the icebreaker to get to. Ooh. What's over here? Ah, another hooded figure. You approach a hooded figure. They seem to be frozen to the spot. Pale robes frosted over with a heavy rime. Fishermen, the ice. You hear their jaws snap shut against the cold. The ice takes form. The hooded figure withdraws a scroll from the robes and unfurls it to reveal the drawings of a corrupted fish, an aberrant ice, or aberrated ice fish. Okay. Crackling ice fish. So you're not wanting just normal fish, you're specifically wanting a specific aberrant. It's going to be a bit harder to pull off. Definitely probably doable. We need more metal scraps, so glad I found this. I don't know what I do once I have our ship fully upgraded. Because we've got a bunch of like wood and cloth and whatnot that feels like it's somewhat not needed at this point. Are you coming for me? I want to go that way. Ultimately, time doesn't move unless my ship is moving. So it's like, I'm not wanting to go straight back to camp because it's all the way up here. So I want to go that way, but it's nighttime. So I'm hoping to just kill time. Okay, looks like the one that was right here has not vanished. I stand corrected. Will you leave me alone? Can I get to... Yes, this aberrant fish. So they chased me briefly, but not terribly long. That's not the one we needed. That's normal. The fact that I need a very specific aberrant is crazy. Alright, we didn't get it, but it's daytime now. Though we are still clearly panicking a bit. If I can find a location that we can rest at. Hi, birds. I feel like I'm not supposed to just hang out here. Also, I don't need the cloth. We haven't actually been freaking out. Ice fish lost to the birds. Okay, we haven't... Yeah. We haven't been freaking out during the day much, so that's new to me. Alright, we can't get through there either. I don't think I even saw that entry point. This looks like a cliff. Is there an area here that I could interact with? No? I'm gonna go back, see if I can find that path up that I seem to have missed. Or at least didn't notice. So it should be right up through here. Oh, is that... Okay, it is blocked off by ice. Okay. Let's keep going around. Try and find our next way up. I'm hoping to find somewhere else... Hello. Huh. Giant squid and a whale taking it down. Good stuff. I don't think you were the kind of fish I was looking for. You are not. Okay, and our... Looks like our eye is no longer panicking as much, though it would probably still be good to get somewhere we can rest at night. Oh, don't pop out in front of me. More rocks we can't really interact with. Yeah. Weird, I tell you. Ooh, hello you. Do I have space? Maybe. Have to do a little bit of reorganizing. Whatever, it's fine. What's your deal? You are a giant monster crab. Got it. I've sorted out your deal, and I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna assume it's not chasing me. And that path we couldn't go through, so that one's also blocked off. I'm being more thorough this time because Gale Cliffs taught me that just because... Ooh, that was another aberrant spot. Although it is night. There you are. It's not the fish I need. Okay. Yeah, Gale Cliffs taught me that just because most places are blocked off doesn't mean every place is blocked off. Sometimes they want you to find the specific open path. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. That might have been an open path, but... It looked vaguely open, but... Ugh. Nope, never mind. You are, of course, blocked off. And there's another glow thing in there. Let's see. Yeah, and that'll just take us back to the pontoon. So, no, there's no way to get into anywhere from the outside. We've now done a thorough testing of the outside, including multiple nights of not resting. Alright, we need to repair... We took damage. This is not terribly surprising. So there we go, we are repaired. Put in a bit more metal. An upgrade. +1 light space, which is unfortunately in the middle of the ship. Right there. So if I want to use this, I'm going to have to get 2 single lights. And give up the array. Which will leave me with brighter light, but less range. This is 131 feet. The one I have in storage is 82 feet. And if we grab these, it's 65 feet. So we're going to be dropping down range a lot for a significant upgrade in total lumens. And that's probably fine, I think. I don't know how the range versus lumens really... how much that matters. Like, which one is more important. Install you and then grab a couple of these cloudy lenses. But increased from 3,000 to 5,000 lumens. So this is a huge upgrade. But max of 82 feet. And yeah, my storage is very full of a bunch of stuff I don't need anymore, so far as I can tell. Not sure exactly what to do about that. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode here. We'll rest to deal with our fear, and next time, I guess head back into the middle, since we know that what we're looking for is not on the outside. Maybe figure out how we can use fish to lure the narwhal away, so that we can explore more. I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.